Did you just book a Disney World vacation? And if you didn't, why not? Okay, that's a totally different show.
So you are in luck though, because in this show, we are going to walk you through everything you need to do after you are all booked.
Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Disney Travel Secrets Show. We are your travel agent hosts and best-selling authors, Rob and Carrie Stewart, right here in the CMV studio in Windermere, Florida. This is episode number 475. The original air date, if you're wondering, is March 23rd, 2026.
And I say this a lot. Disney is a complicated vacation. And we book every destination around the world, but when it comes to Disney, there is a lot for you to know and do before you go.
We have lots to cover, so let's get to it. But first, I'm going to give you the number one reason that you should be watching this on YouTube instead of just listening to it. Is as we're getting ready to head over to Europe, Carrie just got her hair done and it looks fantastic. So head over to YouTube so you can see what that looks like. Okay, Hugh, we're ready.
Hello, my friends. This is former Disney Imagineer Hugh Darley, and you're listening to Disney Travel Secrets with my friends Rob and Carrie Stewart. As you can imagine, I have plenty of Disney secrets myself, and I can't wait to share them with you. Let's get this show on the road. Take it away, guys.
Welcome to this week's show. We are in the middle of Flower and Garden. Disney has come out with even more specials, and as of the airing of this show, we are currently in southern France. I do not have an accent for that. And we're cruising the southern Rhone River from Arles to Lyon.
Now, before we do dive in, it is the month of March, which means mark your calendars for National Wear Your Ears Day, which is March 31st.
This is a national holiday that we, and by we I mean she, founded in 2020. And the whole idea was spread some Disney happiness because the lockdown had just started. And we just thought it'd be a fun idea to have everyone wear their Disney ears wherever they were, because it wasn't at Disney.
Right.
So that work, home, and out and about. And we had no idea all the other agencies and Disney influencers and whatever they want to call themselves out there would copy it.
I don't think they copied it. I think they participated it.
That's okay too.
No, but everyone recognizes those Disney ears, and it is super fun to just wear them when you're out and about. Usually you're going to be wearing them when you're in the parks, but since that year, we have made this a national holiday. And so we encourage you to celebrate with us. And yeah.
Okay, one slight thing we need to fix. This is an international holiday.
Oh, this is an international.
If you're across
yes,
the pond
that's true.
in the UK or you're in Europe, wear your French or Italian or Spanish ears.
Or the ones you got on your Disney World trip.
Whatever. So on March 31st, wear your ears, post a photo, and make sure you tag us, hashtag Disney Travel Secrets, hashtag National Wear Your Ears Day.
Yeah, or even better yet, collaborate with us at Disney Travel Secrets over on Instagram so we can reshare those.
I'm new to the collab thing.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay, so we recorded this show before we left for Europe, so I wouldn't be surprised if Disney came out with even more specials while we were gone.
They probably will. Let's do a little recap of those. If you happen to not have booked your next Disney vacation, we have the bounce back offer. If you were recently at Disney, you have the Disney Cruise up to 25% off discount if you stayed at a Disney Deluxe Resort, and this is for a Disney cruise.
Yeah, so that one's kind of a cool one. Mm-hmm. Plus, the Adventures by Disney discount or the Disney World discount if you did go on a cruise. And then, of course, the free dining if you have a Disney Visa. And there are probably a few more in there.
Yeah. So it is important to note that navigating these discounts can and is confusing, which is the number one reason we always recommend booking with a travel agent who specializes in Disney and can make sure that you're getting the best offer based on what Disney has available out there.
Yeah. So just this past week, I was talking with someone who was staying at their Marriott timeshare and, they just needed tickets. So throughout our discussions, I discovered her husband was retired military. And I was like, that's going to be your best option is to get the military tickets. She didn't even know that existed.
Well, and you also let her know that weekends for Epcot are super busy, especially during one of the festivals. So her original plan was to go there on a Saturday. Probably not the best idea. Luckily for you listening or watching, you're in the know, and we definitely want to help you avoid mistakes that most people make when they come down here to our backyard, which is Walt Disney World.
And that is part of what kind of sparked this week's show topic because I have talked to thousands of people over my career as a travel agent, and I have seen what people post online. And also, we know that there's some crazy questions out there.
Yes,
so we have had same questions over and over and over the years. And one of the biggest ones is whether you've booked with us, another agent, or on your own is, okay, now that I'm booked, what else do I need to do?
There's a list.
There is a list.
So I remember checking in for Tony's Town Square one time for lunch, maybe a couple years ago, and someone walked up to the check-in line and there was a QR code and they scanned it. They didn't know to do that. You already had to have a reservation. They thought it was just scan the QR code and check in and you can get seated.
Yeah, or the family we saw trying to get into a lightning lane and they didn't know how to purchase or that you had to purchase it. Or one of my favorite is, and I see this all the time.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
People that are standing in line to get a quick service meal during a peak time when they could have done mobile order and saved a ton of time.
Now, of course, we just want you, our listeners, and our clients doing this. Don't tell everybody else because that's just going to make the lines longer.
No, because you pre-select your window. It's super slick. I love mobile order.
Well, Disney is complicated. It isn't a destination where you purchase a hotel and you buy a ticket and just show up. You have to have a plan, and more important, you have to know what you have to know before you go. We also call this, another way to say it is, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, and the planning has specific dates that you have to be aware of. The good news, though, is you don't have to purchase a 200-page planning guide like I saw someone selling online.
That's crazy.
In order to have a great trip.
That's
It's ridiculous. But you are here, you're listening to us, so you're going to get the best tips here for free.
And yes, as travel agents, we are 100% going to advise you when booking your vacation, book with a travel agent specifically who specializes in Disney and maybe who has actually been to Disney recently.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you a penny more, and they can help answer the questions that on the internet people will answer where they're 100% wrong because they don't care about being right. They just want to be first.
Yeah, so we see this all the time. I will tell clients that once we book your trip, your phone is listening, and you are going to start seeing Disney groups pop into your social media. Don't get into those. People are crazy, and they don't know what they're talking about. I say, just text me with your questions because, number one, your time is valuable, so don't go down the rabbit holes of social.
And it's amazing how much of those rabbit holes open up once you've booked, and you're like, I know. I'm going to go into Facebook and ask questions.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. So if you are working with the travel agent, let them help you navigate your trip. They're there to help you. I mean, that's the whole reason. If you aren't working with one of our awesome Creating Magic Vacations travel agents, then get ready to take notes. We are going to help you know what is important to do before your trip, during your trip, and also after your trip.
So your most important first step starts before your booking windows open. So as soon as you are all booked, and you have your confirmation number, step one is to set up your My Disney Experience account and link your reservation.
If you've ever purchased anything from Disney, you have a Disney account. This includes maybe you have an account with ESPN Go, you've gone to Disney World and just logged in, you have a Disney account.
Yeah, so once you're logged in, from there, the first thing you're going to want to do is add all of your friends and family that are going to be traveling with you and get connected in the app, or I say do it on a computer. It's a little easier to navigate. Yeah. But you want to connect everyone before you add your reservation.
Not in line through security.
No, you're going to be way down that. But you want to do this because if you do it first, it's going to save you tons of time and potential errors, having all the people in first and then link your reservation.
Now, once you have everyone connected in your friends and family, whoever happens to be going with you, then you should add your reservation to your plans.
Yeah. So this is where you then will match up the friends and family. So you link that reservation and it's going to try to match everybody up. And if you are traveling with another family and you link their reservation, but don't see their plans, don't panic. Until you have mutual plans like a dining reservation, you're not going to.
Correct. Also, if they don't have a Disney account when you book, just get them added and you can manage their plans until they do. But it's important to at least get your account linked so you can be ready for, are you ready for this? Advanced reservations.
Yeah. So the next most important date will be 60 days before you arrive. If you're staying off property, then you're going to have
are they off
more,
property?
I know, right? But you're going to have more dates that you have to remember.
That is true.
So that is a huge benefit of staying at a Disney resort. At 60 days prior to arrival, you can book all your advance reservations for your entire stay.
That means your dining, your tours. Something we do all the time together is the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. VIP tours are our favorite. And those special dining packages like Fantasmic over at Hollywood or the dessert party over at Magic Kingdom.
And during the busy seasons like July 4th weekend, fall break, and the holidays, this is huge. Reservations do open up at 6 a.m. online for dining and tours. Or if you need to call it in, it is 7 a.m., which sometimes you have to do if you have a larger party.
Now, keep in mind, that is Eastern time.
That is Eastern time.
So if you're on the West Coast, you're going to be getting up early.
Yes.
Okay, but one exception is the Bibbidi, the Boppidi, the Boutique. That opens up at midnight again, Eastern time. So if that's your super important, you got to do that. You want to be ready, especially for that one.
Yeah. Now, some of the tours, especially over at Animal Kingdom, are very small groups. So you definitely will want to be ready to get those as early as you can.
And the one that books up the fastest is the Ride the Giraffe tour over at Animal Kingdom. They only allow 2 people.
Don't spread false information. You've been in those Facebook groups, haven't you?
But how cool. I'm going to ride the giraffe today. So for VIP tours, you do need to call in to get that one booked. They do fill up, so don't think you can wait to book those, especially during the holidays and also the fall break in October.
Yeah, so here's some advice, though. When it comes to booking your advanced reservations, come up with your general plan for the parks and then fill in the dining or the activities you want to do. And if when making those something isn't available, be okay just adjusting your plans, because I see this all the time, especially with Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Triple B.
Ideally, you do that appointment first thing in the morning while everybody's fresh, and then you do Cinderella's Royal Table around lunch. So if it's full one day, just adjust a day or 2.
And the good news is once you've made a reservation, you aren't locked in. You can cancel or change. Most all of the dining is 2 hours before the dining option to cancel, and some tours are, I'd say, 24 to 48 hours. It really depends on which one you're doing.
Yeah, and one of the most popular reservations will be the character dining at resorts for breakfast or brunch. And this is where you have to get strategic. So when getting ready to grab your reservations, don't do them day by day. That's what you're going to be thinking you should do.
Aha.
Instead, what you need to do is grab the most popular ones first. And again, this is why it pays to work with a travel agent who specializes in Disney, because they know which ones are super popular.
So for example, Topolino's is super popular for breakfast and brunch. So if that is on your must-do list, you should try to grab that one first.
Yeah. And again, we can't stress this enough. Working with a professional travel agent will help you prioritize your reservations, because there is no way that you would know. There is no way.
So again, step 1 after booking is knowing your 60-day date to grab those coveted advanced reservations.
Step 2 is now all the way up until 7 days before you arrive. And we advise clients to come up with their park plans generally 10 days prior to arrival. Like, what are going to be your top 3 rides per day that you want to hit in each of those parks? And then you're going to decide if it makes sense for you to get the lightning lanes, either the multi-pass, the premier, or the single. Yeah. You have to have an idea of what you want to do once you're in the parks.
Now, if you're staying at a Disney resort, you're in luck, because you can plan all of your lightning lanes in less than 15 minutes for your entire vacation. If you're staying off property, then you do have to do it on a day-by-day basis.
Yeah, and if you are not at a Disney resort, those don't open up until 3 days before. So there's a big chunk there. And
there's a reason.
Yeah, and I've seen when it's like super busy that all of the single ones for like Tron, Galaxy's Edge, Flight of Passage, those be gone.
They be gone.
So if you're 3 days out, huge disadvantage.
They have vanished.
Yeah. And then another big reason to stay at a Disney resort is your time is valuable. So keep that in mind. To recap, you have just the 60 days before, and then you have your lightning lanes, and those are 7 or 3, but now you are ready to travel.
But after you book, it doesn't stop there. If you have Memory Maker, you're good. If you don't, make sure you have added it at least 4 days before your arrival to get the $25 savings. Now, we add this to all of our clients' packages in advance, so it's taken care of. Also, keep in mind, only one person in your group has to have it. The rest of the people, they're going to see the pictures and it'll have a watermark on it. Don't worry, you can download the non-watermarked versions and send them to your friends and family.
Yeah, and don't panic if you don't see it on your app, but you had it in a package.
Yeah.
It is there. And then once you go to take your first photo, then you activate it.
Yes.
So to get back after you book, you have your memory maker added, or at least you've ordered it 4 days before arrival. Having all these things done, it's all about removing stress points.
Now, this next one may seem a little bit counterintuitive. Do not do the online check-in. I mean, you can, but if you want to have an idea on where your room is at the resort or try to get early check-in, go to the front desk when you arrive. Don't automatically just check in and go straight to your room.
So what Disney does is they have somebody in the little back office, and they will pre-assign the rooms about 10 to 14 days prior to arrival. So this is where you need to make sure, if you are traveling with other people, families, friends, and you want to be close together, that your reservations are linked. Again, another reason to work with a travel agent who will do this for you.
Reason number 17 on the show. So once you are on site and check in, this is a big one. If you have any issues or challenge problems, talk to the front desk, or if in the parks, the guest experience cast members.
Yeah, even as travel agents, we would love to help escalate any issues and get solutions fast. But when you're on site and in person, you have the advantage.
Right. So one thing to keep in mind is, as a travel agent, actually anybody, we don't call the resorts directly.
Right.
It goes to a central call center. So you going up and talking to the manager, whoever is there in person, is going to be a lot quicker than us trying to find a call center that gets to that person and it gets lost in translation. So now we've got you ready for your trips, and you have your dining reservations and your lightning lanes, and you had a great trip, but it didn't end there.
No, it does not.
Once you are back, here are a couple of very key points to remember.
So first, check on that bounce back offer. If you had a great time and you want to come back and have a discounted stay, you definitely want to lock that in. You have 7 days from checkout, and it is a refundable deposit. So even if you change your mind or you never redeem it, just keep in mind that you at least can lock in and know you got some good savings.
Our motto is, it's always better to have it and not need it than the other way around.
Yeah. And then Disney's newest one, which runs through checkout. I think if you check out on May 31st, but you'll want to check out on May 30th, and you stayed at a deluxe resort, then check out that up to 25% off a Disney cruise offer. You have 2 years to redeem that. And I think that is a really, really good savings.
And if you think about it, if you're staying in a moderate and move to a deluxe just for that last night, the amount you save on your Disney cruise, especially if you have at least 4, maybe 5 people in your family, that number is going to more than cover the cost of going from the moderate to the deluxe.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Especially if you're going to do like an Alaska cruise, or if you're going to do like a Mediterranean cruise. I always say get those 25% off offers on the big cruises. Don't waste them on like a weekends on the Wish type cruise. I mean, go on that one.
We like weekends on the Wish. It's just
but I would do it for a bigger one.
Yes. So our final tip to know after you book is, once you are home, remember you have 30 days to download all of your memory maker photos. Do not forget to do this. Just get it done the week of, because when you're looking through those photos, you've been home for a couple days, that's going to re-energize you and get you excited for your next trip to Disney.
Yeah. And if you had the memory maker for your entire family and you were the holder of the ones that don't have the watermark on them. So here's my little pro tip on this is download everything and then just put them up in like a Google Drive or a Dropbox and share that link with all of your family, because then they can all get those, and that's an easy way to share them. But I would also challenge you to find the one you love the most and get it printed off. Go to Walgreens and do the old school thing and just print something off so that you can put that in a frame or display it somewhere around your house to remind you about this awesome vacation you just did.
Put it in a frame, again, depending on the size of the picture, put it in a frame that's magnetic and put that on your refrigerator.
Okay, that's a good idea too.
It's a good reminder. So Disney's complicated, but it doesn't have to be when you break it down.
Yeah, and a huge tip is don't purchase one of those guides people are selling online on how to plan every day. Work with a travel agent who specializes in Disney, because no two families are the same. The advice I would give to one family, like say they have toddlers, versus a family with teenagers, or maybe a couple who is doing an adults only trip, is completely different. I hate seeing people sell done for you Disney guides that really only going to add stress to your trip.
Because it'll be information overload.
And it's not custom to the family.
Correct. So you were showing me one of someone who is an influencer and only visit Disney like maybe once a year, doesn't even stay on property. Instead, she stays at the Four Seasons. So if you know her, please don't tell her. So her budget and style of travel is not even close to most people. And she has a 200-page plus plan. That is just crazy.
I know. And, I like following her on Instagram. I follow her on there. But when it comes to Disney and what to know before you go, she doesn't really know. She's making this really complicated. So keep it simple. We have enough things to worry about.
But her keeping it so complicated, that's job security for us.
I don't think anybody should be buying a 200-page guide. I'm just telling you.
I would agree.
We can talk on the phone for 15 minutes and I got you. And I'm not going to charge you for 200 pages.
It's included.
So to keep it simple, step 1, get your My Disney experience set up. Step 2, know your 60-day booking date. And step 3, know your 7-day lightning lane date and have a game plan.
When you put it like that, it really doesn't seem that complicated.
I know. You don't need 200 pages for that.
You keep going back to the number of pages.
I know. I'm just it's mind-baffling.
We've talked a lot about that this week. And for your lightning lanes when planning, come up with your must-do list based on what you want to do and not what the internet says. Oh my gosh, you should do this. Do what you and your family want to do. Don't listen to the non-influencers. That's my new term.
Yeah. No, your ride list should be different and it's going to be based on what you like to do. So for example, I was working with a client and we were talking about the lightning lanes and we decided it didn't make any sense for them to get any of them other than a single lightning lane for Guardians.
True.
And the main reason is they love shows. They don't really go on rides. They just want to go see the shows, the parades, the characters, the performers. So the rides weren't important. So that would have been really bad advice to say, hey, let's get lightning lanes for all of your park days. Just do it. It's not always the right thing.
Well, also, if you want to do the opposite and you want to do all the rides, our advice would be get the premier lightning lane and then max out your park day with all of the rides.
Yeah. So we hope you got at least one great tip on this week's show. And of course, if we can help you plan your vacation and navigate all things Disney and take away the stress points, reach out to us or one of our Creating Magic Vacations travel agents. We have a link in the show.
Yes, we do. So join us next week for a very special show, our 9th anniversary show. And remember, mark your calendars for the 6th annual National Wear Your Ears Day on March 31st. Now, I will say something about the next show. We may or may not be wearing the same outfits. Only you will know if you watch us.
I know. I can't believe it's been 9 years since we started the show.
I know.
Time is flying.
I know. I was in my 40s.
Oh, wow.
Technically, no, I was in my 50s. I'm just kidding. I was in my 50s. So, okay, we probably should close out this show. So, thank you so much again for listening. Until next time, have a magical day.
We hope to see you real soon.